Whatever it is, I need my match at WrestleMania.
You think this is about money? You think this is about 100 grand? Randy, look around you. I know and you know this company's doing record business. You're a major part of that, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of that. And I busted my ass for 20 years to make it to this company.
Yo, let's get sweet.
I don't need your money.
Oh,
I need your respect.
You need my respect. Funny enough, Nick, you've got my respect. You earned it a long time ago. But if you don't deliver on a match for yours truly next week at WrestleMania 41, then I can't promise that I will apologize to Mickie James after I do what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Interesting timing for the arrival of these two.
Hey, Mr. Aldis, can you please tell Randy to get out of the ring? Stop
This is what I
embarrassing
start
himself.
watching on
Okay.
stream. Are you
Don't
fucking
nobody
kidding me,
want to
bro?
hear you cry, Randy. Oh, I'm not going to WrestleMania.
Oh my
I don't
god,
have a
man.
match. Oh,
We
who
just
gives a
started
crap?
SmackDown, bro. And this is the shit that we get, bro.
It's over for you, Randy. It's over. Do you know why? Because you're in the past.
Motherfucker, bro.
And next week, LA Knight is going to end up in the same boat as you, in the past. Because at WrestleMania, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, is walking out as the new United States champion. And you, Randy, will be sitting at home all alone.
I'm gonna be sitting at home all alone. You know, that's funny. That's really funny. You know what I think's even funnier? The fact that you had the balls, both of you, I'm talking you too, yeah, Tama, to come out here and interrupt me while I'm trying to be for the first time in my career diplomatic about some business to do with WrestleMania 41, and you got the balls to interrupt me. The voices have been knocking for a few weeks now. You know why they've been knocking? I've got all this pent-up aggression. What they're telling me now, boys, is to get your ass in this ring, and I'm gonna show Seattle how to beat two Samoan boys up. Of it.
Well, that's a fired-up Randy Orton, but this is 2-on-1.
Solo and Tama Tonga stalking Randy Orton, and he goes out right to the apron to take care of Tama, and now uppercut against Solo as Tonga draping DDT can't come to fruition as Solo comes in, and now the numbers game getting the best of Randy Orton.
Well, Orton did his best to beat these guys to the punch, but quite frankly, that was mission impossible, as we've seen time and time again.
Oh, the megastar!
Well, this is an equalizer and a half. The United States champion.
A week away from meeting up with the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And now coming to the aid of Randy Orton. And now Orton back up on his feet, driving right hand after right hand.
Just like that, the game has changed. One Samoan down, and shortly one Tongan down too.
And they clear him out. LA Knight and Randy Orton.
Again and again And again, it's the same damn thing with you guys. But I tell you what, you're speaking my name. Nah. You talk about WrestleMania, I hope your boy Jacob's watching, because what I just did is I took my name out of your mouth and I put my fist in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I know you didn't get enough.
Not at all.
I know I didn't get enough.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is if you two can't get it, I'm saying if you got enough tingle in your loins, a little later tonight, it's you two, it's us two.
Boring.
Nick Aldis, how do you feel about that? You good with that?
I feel pretty good about that. Let's do it.
I think Nick Aldis just said, yeah! Which means you're all gonna fall to the Viper and the man they call the Megastar with everybody saying.
Yeah.
Wade, you got a little tingle in your loins for the Viper, the U.S. champ against Solo and Tama Tonga?
The entire building has their loins tingling.
Yeah, but
Like we got ourselves
this is not what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
That is good stuff to start off SmackDown. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Solo, and Tama Tonga later tonight when we come back. One of the very final ways to make it to WrestleMania. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. That's the prize, a shot at the WWE Women's
Oh
Tag Team
God, the
Championship
Gauntlet
at
match
WrestleMania.
already?
We got a gauntlet with
Jesus
6 teams
Christ.
to get
Oh God. This is what we start with SmackDown, bro? Bro, you're not gonna make the fans leave already, bro. They're gonna have the fans leave already, man. People are gonna start tuning into SmackDown after this during this Gauntlet match. Oh shit. Yeah, you change the fucking channel, bro. It's over already, bro. I should just stream. I should just end the stream right now, honestly. I should just end the stream. Hey man, how you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? By the way, Durante, I haven't told anyone, but yeah. Most likely Sunday. This Sunday. April 13th. We're gonna be doing the podcast. WrestleMania podcast this Sunday is the only day that we're able to. Alex got Raw, he got SmackDown, he got Dynamite. Dynamite, by the way, he watches Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite. But Sunday is the only way that we can do the podcast, and the card is pretty much set. I don't think they're not adding any other matches. If they add any other match, just lucky as fuck. But yeah, podcast Sunday. I'm gonna be doing a pin. There we go. We're doing it on Sunday because after those 3 days that I was streams, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on Thursday I gotta head to the airport late in the night because I think our flight is so early in the morning. If I'm not mistaken, I even forgot what time is my flight. But I'll check during the week at what time it is. But yeah, we're leaving Friday early in the morning. It's just fucking nuts. What time for Sunday? I haven't discussed it yet. All I discussed is the date, but I'm gonna let y'all know tomorrow on a community post. So make sure you guys stay tuned on my channel. We're gonna set the time. And yes, it is gonna be on Sunday. Is Alex going to Mania 2? As of right now, he's not, unfortunately. due to personal reasons, and I think he already said it on his Instagram. So you follow Alex on his Instagram, you know what's happening right now. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Fortunately, Alex is, as of right now, not going to WrestleMania. So I wanted to meet Alex for a Waffle God. I really wanted to, but it's bigger than this. So hopefully next year, or maybe SummerSlam, or John Cena's last match in December. I have no idea, but hopefully soon we can do it, because I want to meet Alex at some point. I think it will be a history in the making. Such a legendary moment, man. So yeah. You know what's not legendary, by the way? The fact that the Warriors back on Wednesday, they fucking lost to a goddamn buzzer beater by a Warriors legend in Harrison Barnes. I didn't even know what to say, bro. I was fucking pissed off, bro. And I knew this was coming, man. I knew it was coming. Because how bad the Warriors play, bro. Not named Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler. Any of those two, not named one of those, they play horrible.
Megastar LA Knight. They're going to be facing Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. That's happening tonight right here in Seattle.
Boring.
And there they are. The week of Elimination Chamber. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, they won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Now
alright, guys. Should we play some games, bro? Should we play some games in the meantime? Because this is going to take forever, bro.
A championship match. Lyra Valkyria and Bailey, and it was only 4 days ago they were battling each other for the Intercontinental Championship, and now here they are as teammates in this gauntlet match, hoping to make their way through 5 straight matches to try to survive, decided in advance to WrestleMania.
Bailey's doing the entrance, by the way.
Here's the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Gauntlet match. Introducing first the team of Bailey and the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Valkyria.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Joe, these two were head-to-head this past Monday in a matchup won by Lyra Valkyria. Bailey was clearly very frustrated post-match, initially refusing to shake hands with the victor Valkyria before having second thoughts and cooling down. But the essential part is this: these two have never tagged together before, and as Liv Morgan was just screaming at me, they are not a real team.
And good luck with Liv just off your right
Oh,
ear
God.
throughout the night.
Fucking pure garbage collector, bro.
And their opponents, the team of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starr.
And a chance at WrestleMania in a title match would mean a lot for Shayna and Zoe. These two haven't competed for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles since last August. Wait, let's get into some of the strategy, some of the things you got to consider with a gauntlet match. First off, being the first 2 teams out.
Yeah, so strategy in a gauntlet match where you win your first match, you stay in the ring, a fresh team comes out until the entire locker room of tag teams who have entered this tournament have been whittled down one by one, and you're left with a victor. Now, the key part of that is the luck of the draw. You've got to help, kind of similar to a Royal Rumble.
Bro, what wait a minute. Why is Shayna Baszler wrestling in fucking street clothes, bro? Like, what are we doing with Shayna Baszler, bro? She's wrestling in street clothes every week, bro. It's fucking insane, bro.
Bayley and Shayna immediately going to work on that left arm of Bayley as she looked to stomp down, and Bayley smart to get out of the way. Wade, you've been in this situation in your career of being early on in a gauntlet.
Yeah, that's right. And the worst aspect of these is success just leads to exhaustion. You beat one opponent, you beat two opponents, you beat three opponents, which happened in my own career. The fourth opponent to enter, in my case, was Kofi Kingston. He beat me in about 15 seconds because I didn't have the energy to lift my hands over my head and defend myself. And that, in part, really is the issue. You want to, if you can, go on a streak and finish opponents as quickly as you can. Conserve as much energy as you can, because remember, this is just one part of your journey, hopefully, to victory.
So we start taking advantage against Bayley. You mentioned Bayley being in that Intercontinental Championship match against Libre just days ago, and her reaction afterwards when Libre put out her hand, offered the handshake. Bayley slapped it away, started to leave the ring, and then thought about it, re-entered and hugged her with congratulations. Yeah. Acknowledging Libre as the champ, and now here they are as tag partners. I'm
trying my best not to read too much into that reaction from Bayley. Bayley is a born competitor, a born winner, and you lose a championship match, especially for a championship you've never held before, like the Intercontinental Championship in Bayley's case, and you're always going to take it badly. I actually like the reaction from Bayley. She should be upset about that.
And now here's one of the rising stars, Lyra Valkyria from Ireland, the newly minted Intercontinental Champion.
And Liv Morgan is informing us that Raquel is bigger than all four of these women combined. She clearly likes the thought of competing against one of these two teams at WrestleMania, should they make it all the way through to victory.
Oh, intercepted by Zoe. And Zoe off the blind tag was straight into the cover. Boy, what a smart move.
Well, apparently Valkyria unaware of that tag to Zoe Stark, making her the legal competitor, and now Baszler's back in with perhaps the damage already done to the Intercontinental Champion.
And now Baszler looks to take advantage against Lyra. Wow, the impact there.
What a horrible landing on the back of Lyra Valkyria's head.
Was it ever? And now here comes Stark. Looking to advance in this gauntlet.
Oh, I thought I was safe. Oh, my word.
Comes in from Bayley right at the last second wave.
Talked on the entrance how Bayley and Valkyria are not a real team. Well, certainly Pure Fusion Collective definitely are. They've been teaming together for several months now, training together. And that chemistry is really showing in the early goings.
And now Baszler getting right back after it where she left off. But look at this incredible counter jack. Wow! What skill from Lyra!
Lyra wins the first one.
And with that, Bayley and Lyra advance. Team number one is through. And now right away, Natalya and Maxine Dupree next up to see who becomes #1 contenders.
Nobody in their right mind.
And we already are commercial break, bro. We already are commercial break. Nick Aldis, idiot. Yeah, bro. Unfortunately, we're gonna have Randy Orton and Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania, bro. Nobody in the fucking God's green earth wants to see Randy Orton and Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania, bro. Nobody, bro. Nobody. You have so many choices for WrestleMania, and yet you go with fucking Cheeseburger Sikoa, bro. Yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, bro. But yes, guys, we're gonna be doing the predictions on Sunday. But yeah. Let me set up the camera. You know what I'm saying? Oh my Jesus! Why is it so small? Let me change the color. I think that's better. And yeah, there you go. Nice. Alright. Setting up the camera now. Even though I kind of didn't want it to today, knowing how rough is this SmackDown lineup tonight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That match is gonna take the whole show, bro. It's already 8:30, 8:31, and this shit's gonna take fucking 75% of the fucking show, bro. Oh shit, my fault. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so retarded. I'm as retarded as I don't even know. Look at Alex. See, he also wants to end the stream, bro. He just messaged me. He also wants to end the stream. We don't want to watch this fucking garbage already, man. God damn, bro. Why the fuck are we kicking off the show with the fucking Gauntlet match, bro? You just put everyone to sleep, bro. And you just sent everyone to bed already, bro. Anyway. I think I got it now. Let's see. Oh shit. Fuck. Sorry. Fuck. By the way, SmackDown's back. So let me just turn on the volume in the meantime.
Herself out in Hart family colours. I know for a fact that Natalia was not too impressed with that. You've kind of got to earn those colours in this game. It's not a fashion statement, but right now Maxine is doing the business in there and earning her stripes.
Yeah, go on social media and check out Natty's reaction to that.
Yeah, Maxine.
As you can see, very eager, very enthusiastic to be with the veteran Natalia and worked up the matching outfits.
Let's go, Maxine.
And this is the best Maxine Dupree has ever looked in that ring. Clearly trying to impress the vet Natalia.
Maxine's so over, bro. Triple H, what are you doing, bro? Maxine's so over, bro.
Otis would be proud, wouldn't he?
Woohoo! Let's go, Maxine. You know what? Fuck it. I'm rooting for Maxine, bro.
To the cover, looking to advance.
What the fuck?
It's a sloppy cover there from Maxine, who did indeed get a little too overexcited and over-rotated her opponent, Bayley.
All right, we're back. There we go.
What did you say about her trying to impress Natalia? She's going for the sharpshooter. Is she looking for a sharpshooter here? Oh, inside cradle.
No.
What an error.
And Maxine Dupree have been eliminated.
Natty's saying, what were you thinking? Why would you do that?
Well, it's a rush of blood to the head from the less experienced Maxine Dupree.
Great to have
that she can chew, but this match continues.
Former tag team champions Carter and Chance back to action.
Trying to steal a quick one there on the now pre-exhausted Bayley, who has already had to win 2 matches thus far. No respite whatsoever.
Great. Bayley and Lyra's going to sweep everybody, bro.
Carter trying to take advantage of something you talked
Bayley
about.
and Lyra are going to win every single match in this fucking gauntlet, bro.
You're out in that first match of a gauntlet. And
that's just great, bro.
Looking to try to get some help from Lyra.
And the smartest thing Carter and Chance can do here is prevent Bayley from getting.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the clip.
Bayley,
actually.
who's been in the ring now for several minutes.
I saw the clip, but I saw it, bro. So you did attack Tiffany Stratton. I mean,
Great job by Bayley.
not mad about it. I thought it was nice. I thought it was nice.
The body of Bayley.
Oh, the elbow comes dropping in. And that shoulder gets up.
I thought it was sick. What the fuck?
It's their second match of 2025 for Caden Carter and Katana Chance. They were coming off a spirited loss against the Secret Hervis. That was a match that we called
Secret Hervis. What the fuck?
Chance, the former tag champs here, desperate to get back to the Golden. Who isn't desperate to get to WrestleMania if you haven't got your ticket booked already?
Carter comes flying in with that big leg.
And this has been 100 miles an hour stuff from Carter and Chance. Probably the two greatest tag team move exponents in the game.
Looking for the kickstand.
Whoa.
Could this get them closer to a title shot?
Oh.
Well, that was a late kick out there from Valkyria. Bayley would not have made the save in time, so it's a good job. Valkyria did indeed kick out.
Carter goes twisting, corkscrewing
Nice.
to the outside.
I love watching these two. It's like acrobats escaping the circus.
Count of two that time. What pace we have in the midst of this gauntlet match. Look at Lyra. Nightwing!
Damn.
Nightwing by Lyra Valkyria!
Caden Carter and Katana Chance have been eliminated.
This is now an impressive run by Bayley and Lyra.
But things may be about to get ugly for Bayley and Lyra. Up next, Me Chin and B-Fat enter the fray in this gauntlet match.
What was that? Wait. What? What do you mean? You mean this is gonna get ugly with B-Fat? What the fuck? Brother, what? Are you kidding me? No way did I just heard that, bro. Nah. No way did I just heard that, bro. What are we doing, bro? Why Barrett, bro? What the fuck? Gotta be kidding. Look, there's a smiley dude, fucking sign, bro, in the crowd. Oh my goodness, bro. What are we doing, bro? Now, I'll say this. B-Fat isn't bad. That's for sure. B-Fat is not bad. She's slowly trying to improve, and she is. But, bro, she ain't no fucking Triple H or fucking The Rock, Kane, The Undertaker, and all that, and all those people.
And one more time, another's ego's edge. And whoosh, Spears saving things for a moment. And oh! Trick shot! Trick shot wiped out Evans! Trick shot the Page! Trick, wait, no! What the? What? What the hell? Here's your winner and the new NXT champion! Wow!
Wow, I saw that, bro. I fucking saw that. That's crazy. When I saw that, bro, that was shocking. By the way, what is Spears doing, bro? Is he trying? He's hoping to face with the championship.
Thriller as B-Fab and Michin are looking to advance.
I remember that, bro.
In this
That was
women's
crazy.
tag team championship, #1.
Alright, another bathroom break. Alright, should we go to bed?
Everybody has been so impressed by Bayley and Lyra, who have won 3 straight to get to this point. But now, Wade, as you said, the erosion, the conditioning, everything starts to play a factor.
Well, the tank is completely dry for Lyra Valkyria, especially, who's gamingly clinging on, but has looked like a shot mannequin for the past couple of minutes, taking maximum abuse from B-Fab and Michin, but finally gets a shot in the direction, and
here's hope. Bayley's got fresh legs. Bayley's energized.
Well, let's not overegg the pudding. Certainly not fresh legs, but fresher at least. Because Bayley has taken a lot of abuse herself in this match, and immediately back on the offense is Michin.
And look at her go. DDT Michin to advance, #1 contender, but that left shoulder gets up.
Michin being an absolute menace in there, and the tag champs, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, loving everything they are seeing right now as these women tear each other to
God,
shreds
to
in
end this
pursuit
match,
of an
bro. Fuck,
opportunity
man.
at tag gold at WrestleMania.
Oh
This
my
is the
God.
second time that B-Fab and Michin have been teammates in tag team action, but they're looking pretty good, being synchronized and working together. And coming in and making the save is Lyra Valkyria.
The expanding repertoire of B-Fab, who has been demanding opportunities of late, realize she's been given nothing, you have to take it.
Michin to the outside.
Now is the time for B-Fab to grab some glory here. Denied again by Bayley.
Rose plant.
There it
Rose
is.
Plant. Could it be Bayley? Wow!
B-Fab and Michin have been eliminated.
And now those looks on the champs change as they see this run that Bayley and Lyra are on. And Piper Niven and Alba Fire, they know what it takes.
Flanked by
Chelsea
the
Green
United,
sends him out, Wade.
United States champ there.
Oh
The
my God,
secret
Piper,
purpose
run.
are here, and they will never have an easier job in their entire career.
This is it, the 5th and final match of this Gauntlet #1 contenders tag team for a spot at WrestleMania. And consider for Lyra Valkyria, who's the Intercontinental Champion, the possibility of being a double champion.
Well,
Get through this, win this, and that's on the line next week at WrestleMania.
Well, not only that, imagine the Secret Hervis grabbing tag gold, expanding the trophy cabinet alongside Chelsea Green's United States Championship.
The team that serves and protects the United States champion puts forth their loyalty
Sell by
for
Bayley,
Chelsea
by the way.
Green, the Green regime.
Well, they have been selfless in their defense of the United States champ, but now is the time to grab a piece of the pie for yourselves against what looks like a completely done and dusted Bayley. And Valkyria just got her head rammed into the steel steps by Piper Niven. She may be out for good.
Well, Bayley came up with that miracle rose plant moments ago, but now she is in such a compromised position against Alba Fire and Piper Niven. Look at the teamwork.
I don't know why, but I feel like this is going to be the most least
And
watched
it's sent on
WrestleMania.
by Piper. They're in complete
Probably of all
control.
time.
Wade.
I'm gonna lie,
Bayley
bro.
completely defenseless. And that was a sloppy pin there from Niven, who didn't hook the leg. This match continues. Who is going to WrestleMania?
Another commercial break, bro. Holy shit. God damn, bro. Another commercial break, bro. Holy shit, bro. These commercials be pissing me off, bro. These commercials be pissing me the fuck off, bro. How many commercials we had in this match, bro, already? Like 3? Something like that, bro? It's just nuts, bro. The odds are saying Nick Aldis is could be the one facing Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Second is Aleister Black. Third is Solo Sikoa, and the other one's Wolfwick Tyson. Wolfwick Tyson versus Randy Orton would be a pretty good match, but not happening, in my opinion. Not happening.
Pancho, and Pancho is dead asleep, and I'm probably wishing that I would keep my voice down. So anyway, I'm just making this announcement that I'm really excited and honored to be going into the WWE Hall of Fame for my match with Bret the Hitman Hart in WrestleMania 13 all them years ago at the Rosemount Horizon, and it goes in as an immortal moment. So Bret and I will be there. I haven't seen Bret in many years. It'll be a hell of an honor to go into the Hall of Fame with him. He's a guy that meant so much to my career, and it just seems like we had chemistry from the first time we ever locked up. And WrestleMania 13 was certainly such a big match in my career. It helped put me on the map. So I'll be there live and in living color at the Fountain Blue, however you pronounce that hotel. And I'm also looking forward to seeing, you know, so many of the people that I wrestled with. We had such a stacked roster back in the Attitude Era, have gone into the Hall of Fame, and now one of my favorite rivals and favorite guys to work with. And so many calamities and hijinks happened with Triple H and myself in the ring, and we always had a blast working together. So they're finally putting him in, and I know they caught him off guard and surprised him. So it's about damn time that Triple H is going into the Hall of Fame. He's the headliner. It will be fun to watch him speak of his days in the squared circle, and he's doing great work now. But excited to go into the Hall of Fame with Paul, Triple H leading the charge. So it's going to be a good time, and I will see you live and in living color at the Fountain Blue Resort Hotel, whatever the hell it is. But for Pancho, who I just woke up cutting this promo, I'm out. And that's the bottom line, because I said so. Sorry about that, Pancho.
That was better than anything that has happened on SmackDown tonight. Stone Cold Steve Austin's 2-minute promo was better than anything that's happened on SmackDown tonight.
WWE previously, albeit not as a duo. That may change within the course of the next 8 or 9 days.
And just taunting Lyra Valkyria.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Oh, Bailey finds something!
Yeah, you just cannot get that cocky against a future Hall of Famer like Bailey. Until you've got those shoulders pinned for the 3, do not celebrate. There is life in Bailey, and Valkyria needs this tag.
Did you see the reaction by Liv and Raquel after that by Bailey? Bailey is so desperate to get free and get to Lyra.
And there it is.
Here it is. They've had 4 straight wins. Crossbody on Piper. Lyra. Look at the energy. Look at the offensive assault. The Intercontinental Champion.
Well, Valkyria looked dead and buried, but she has risen once again.
Has she ever? Taking control against Piper Niven.
No way.
He's looking for
What?
the fisherman's,
Yeah.
but instead Piper delivers.
Well, here's part. We talk about physical exhaustion. That was a perfect example of mental exhaustion from Lyra Valkyria, whose body just seemed to go into automatic mode, trying to move you should never attempt against a powerhouse like Niven, and it's backfired, and that may well have been the final flurry from the Intercontinental Champ.
Keep in mind, they were the first team to be introduced. They have been 25 minutes deep into this gauntlet match.
Hey, you want to go to WrestleMania, Joe? You're going to have to do it the hard way if you're Valkyria.
What?
No chance. Mistake number 2 from Valkyria. No!
Where is Lyra coming up with this strength, this deep into this match?
Well, didn't go for the tag when perhaps she could, but this might be the killer blow.
Flying elbow drop.
There it is.
Can you believe
magnificent Piper Niven is not going down.
Piper Niven just kick out at one, bro.
From Valkyria, bullseye from Bayley, but it simply wasn't enough to book their ticket for WrestleMania.
First time they have been teammates in their career, Lyra and Bayley. And earlier this week, they were against each other in what was shaping up to be an absolute classic that Lyra pulled off when Bayley was getting the best of her on the verge of submission.
Well, we're not getting a happy ending this evening because things just changed in a blink of an eye.
And Alba Fire is going up top and lining it up. Oh. Secret Purvis looking to get to Mania. Oh my! Lyra came crashing home with Piper on top of Alba.
Well,
it feels so late, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Was completely finished after that swanton combination move there from the Scottish women. However, Valkyria with enough in the tank to bust up that pin. Take another look at this, executed to perfection from her secret Hervis, and that was a 3 count, but right on the money was Valkyria, dumping Piper Niven onto the pile, breaking up the pin, and it really is up for grabs now.
What the fuck?
And now toe-to-toe, right in the middle of the ring, belly to belly. And Lyra looking to fight back, but Piper delivers that headbutt. And to think how far into this gauntlet they are, and now they're getting into a deep battle with these two.
It's been a miracle performance from Valkyria and Bayley, but getting to a slugfest with a fresher Piper Niven is never a smart move. But now that hit and move from Valkyria.
I was Piper out of breath already, bro.
Eliminated Piper Niven for now.
Bringing Piper back up.
She has to wrestle for at least 10 minutes, bro.
That big forearm. And now targeting. Not onto the floor. Lyra going for it.
Oh, shit. God damn.
Big assist there with a drop kick from Bayley.
Oh, there's a roll-up. There's a roll-up to advance the Mania. But she gets out of it. And a big kick. Alba Fire hooks the leg. And somehow Bayley finds it. The ability to survive. Alba Fire. Bayley looking to counter. There is the tag. As she runs Fire right into that corner. Rose play. What a big opportunity. Lyra's up top. Leg drop.
Wow.
Could it be? Wire to wire.
Got it.
Here are your winners, the team of Bayley and the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria!
What did we just witness? Rose plan from Bayley in the dire moments, and then the move to Pentagon we haven't seen in such a long time from Lyra Valkyria, and we started the night with Liv Morgan saying they're not even a real team. Well, that has changed in the course of the past 30 minutes because Bayley and Valkyria are headed to WrestleMania to take on the tag champs. Wow.
And there they are, and that'll be next week. And Wade, what's your earliest read on that WrestleMania matchup?
I am still trying to catch my breath, Joe Tess. I'm exhausted. This audience is exhausted. I can't imagine how Bayley and Lyra Valkyria
Lyra actually has a match at WrestleMania. Love it.
As they put their breath together to head to WrestleMania and try and grab gold.
Going to be something 8 days in Vegas. We want to acknowledge that there is a viral video that's been making the rounds today, showing a confrontation between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. And like in most
it's not viral, by the way.
Most established competitive cultures, there's an unspoken rule about not crossing certain lines. And last week when they met face-to-face in this ring, that line was definitely crossed. Therefore, both Tiffany and Charlotte are facing disciplinary actions, as well as Charlotte Flair, after what happened earlier today, being asked to go home for the rest of the week. Now wait, as for other big news that broke online yesterday, we will take you back to what happened last week between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
No! No!
jackass.
Keep me a medic.
All rise for the
That was
Raw
2 weeks
star.
ago in London, and now it became official this week. It is happening. Priest and McIntyre. WrestleMania.
Oh wow, street fight. Okay.
Sin City street fight. I love it.
Street fight, bets. All right, makes it a lot better.
And there is Damian Priest. A chance to hear from him. That is next.
Man, it's pretty so serious. Okay, at least they made a singles match. You know what I'm saying? They added a stipulation. They added a street fight. And I said this weeks ago, I think it was, that we needed a fucking stipulation for Priest and McIntyre. Oh yeah. Lyra was fantastic in this match. Lyra was actually fantastic. But the thing is, it was so predictable. We're like the only legit team that was gonna win this match was Lyra and Bayley. I mean, they were not gonna put, let's say, Alba Fire and Piper Niven at WrestleMania against the tag champs. Wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't put Maxine Dupree and Natalia over Lyra and Bayley, or Katana Chance or Kaden Carter. It's not gonna happen, bro. Michin and BFAB. Give me a break. Clearly, we got the right decision right here, Lyra and Bayley. But the thing is, since they put them first, it was like, yeah, they won the match. They're not gonna lose. They just beat 5 other teams to win the Gauntlet. Started from the beginning, ended last, and they ran the Gauntlet. Just like that. But Lyra was great. I'll say that. Lyra was great, and the fans, especially in the final match, they were invested. I think they kind of accomplished the turning point for Lyra Valkyria, because they needed something to make Lyra a little bit over. And I think they just did tonight. So yes, at WrestleMania, we got Whit Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Tag Team Championships. The Women's Tag Team titles, man, they gotta go, man. Sorry, bro. They gotta go. There's no reason to have Women's Tag Team titles at all, bro. We've been asking for that for years. And it's still a thing to this day, bro. I don't understand. So yeah, hopefully they put those titles to the garbage soon rather than later. I just don't know when. I don't know when. But yeah, we got that match. Match shouldn't be bad. Honestly, match shouldn't be bad. It's more about Lyra, honestly. This is Lyra's first match at WrestleMania. See what she can do in the grandest stage. I'm excited for Lyra. But the match itself, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing. Worse than that is the fucking New Day and the War Raiders, which was announced, I think it was yesterday or this morning. I think it was more yesterday. But yeah, they made that official. It's WrestleMania, War Raiders versus the New Day. I don't give a fuck about that match. I mean, we saw it on Monday. Been there, done that. We don't have to see that again.
To come from Seattle, of course.
Okay, let me stop the music right there. I don't want to hear that music ever again in my life, bro. Swear to God, bro. That music is fucking garbage. SmackDown needs to change their fucking intro, bro. Needs to change their fucking intro. Their fucking intro theme song. It's fucking terrible, bro.
Not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
There you go.
This truly is
A dream match.
WrestleMania 18.
We'll never see Tyson and Ali. We'll never see
Rock and Hulk Hogan.
but we are going to get to witness The Rock and the Hulk.
Cinema.
Oh, the power of Hogan.
Wait, should we update Stephanie Walker? Let's get a new picture of Stephanie. Let's get a new picture of Stephanie. I think we should update Stephanie, bro, in the meantime.
This is WrestleMania, and WrestleMania are when dreams come true.
That was 23 years ago, and now we're 8 days away from Mania 41.
Oh, this is great. Hell yes. All rise for the rock star. Alright, let's update this, bro. Whoa, shit. Hold up. My fault, Shad. My fault. All rise for the rock star.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Damian
Who a year ago right now became the heavyweight world champion and now deep in a rivalry with the man.
There you go. Stephanie Walker. A new one.
Had it for just over 5 minutes that night in Philadelphia.
Photos to be
Priest of late has been both the victim and perpetrator of numerous acrimonious assaults.
Oh wait, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, and Priest wastes no time as Drew McIntyre with that eye patch on after the attack that went through the windshield.
It's Pirate McIntyre.
Right,
We got Pirate McIntyre, bro.
Priest. This has been week after week, Wade. He says,
Oh,
on
shit.
Sight, I fight.
And to be clear,
We got
tonight
Pirate
was
McIntyre,
supposed to
bro.
be a face-to-face that implies at least zero contact, but that was hopeful at best, and way too late comes our security crew. Referees to split this up, but Damian Priest has been absolutely mugged by Drew McIntyre with yet another sneak attack.
Yeah, look at the smirk on his face, too. Look at the look on his face with that eye patch as Damian Priest suffers what is a brutal beatdown. Look, he is so unsteady on his feet.
Head got smashed against that screen multiple times by a massive, powerful Scotsman who is brimming with rage at the man he says has derailed the past 12 months of his life and targeted him like a coward from behind time and again.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where
Okay,
he has
Priest.
turned. The Royal Rumble, Priest eliminated Drew. Elimination Chamber, Priest eliminated Drew. You know what happened at WrestleMania a year ago. And now Drew McIntyre with the attack.
Are we starting to see clearly now? Society only moves as fast as the slowest member, and it took a few people a while to catch up. But everybody can see as plain as day, Drew McIntyre only tells the truth, and every action is justified, including dropping his stupid. That parasite has benefited every time I was screwed. He would never face me like a man until this week when he agreed to face me face to face because I've got one eye. Then he challenged me to a match at WrestleMania, a Sin City street fight because I've got one eye. You know what? I still accept
New tweet
it
chat, by the
because
way.
that's the kind of man Drew McIntyre is. This match is a year in the making. Priest, you always say you want to live forever. Well, I'm going to make sure nobody forgets you because I'm going to give you the beating of a lifetime at WrestleMania.
There's more. Seattle, do you want me to let you in on a little secret? Wolverine here's got some good news. I'm 100% cleared, which means at WrestleMania, Priest, you're 100% screwed.
Oh, I hate Priest.
Yeah, this ain't time for this, Priest.
Priest is throwing security and leveling them.
Well, this is...
He's pissed.
The heart is ruling the mind of Damian Priest, coming completely unglued of the man who has attacked him numerous times over the past several weeks, including just moments ago. And where is Priest getting this from?
Look at Priest!
Well, I've written Priest off. I was dead.
Oh, he's getting booed, bro.
They're lined up for Mania in 8 days, but they're bringing it right now.
Well, this is a whole new level of ferocity from Damian Priest. And McIntyre ruining that attack.
Priest once again threatening our officials and breaking free, and now
go to the
man, right to the eyes.
Maybe Priest who needs that eye patch now.
The guy who just took an eye patch off after he had glass shards in his eye says he's cleared.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Steel steps in hand, right to the head.
Oh, Priest has got a sword again, bro.
Joe Tess, if you are heading to a Sin City street fight with an opponent as dangerous as these two, it would behoove you to take.
Meanwhile, security doesn't do shit, bro.
As you can.
And the referees, bro.
To get into Vegas, and McIntyre is.
As Drew McIntyre turns back and gives a look to his bitter rival, and he wants more.
Cannot be taken.
No.
Oh my God, what are you pulling off?
On top of the steel steps.
No.
He's lining up a future shock DDT on the steel steps, Wade. Somebody's got to stop him. Oh, no.
My goodness, bro. Oh, that's a meme.
Look at the eyes of Priest.
Look at Priest.
He just ripped his beloved necklace off.
Brother, look at Priest's eyes, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Right now. Damian Priest has no clue what planet he's on. Thanks to that future shock DDT
this guy,
on
bro.
those steel steps that rattled the skull of the bride of Puerto Rico.
Can you imagine what we're going to see in Vegas between Priest and McIntyre?
Watch the monster's head. It's the illegal exposed turnbuckle and goes back into the left. We were screwed last week, and no one's talking about it. Not that idiot Charles Robinson, not Nick Aldis, no one. I don't know why.
I'll tell you what's going on. They act like we're puppets, and they control all the strings. I'm nobody's puppet. You know what I think's going on? I think this is all a conspiracy. Yeah, a conspiracy to keep us away from the tag team titles. That's what's happening.
That's happening right there. Watch. Hey. What are you two whispering about?
Wait, no, sorry. We were agreeing. Okay. We were saying that you two are absolutely
wait for it, out of your minds. Since losing those titles, you boys have gone crazy.
Are you blind? Are you not seeing what we're seeing? Look at this turnbuckle. Circle it.
His head goes back into the left. Back into the left. That's what happens.
Use your eye.
Kit, would you look at this? We've stepped in a rabbit hole. Look, desperation is not a good look on you two.
Look, it's the desperation, it's the clothes. For us, no boy. From you.
It's no boy. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm inviting you anyway.
Look, I'm sad.
Guys, did I hear the word conspiracy from you? You guys are absolutely ridiculous. But hey, keep coping about what happened last week. We're focused on next week because we get our shot at SmackDown against the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits.
You know, we worked our asses off to get here. We won the tag team titles after 3 weeks, and you screw us out of them. So no conspiracy. This is karma. I don't even know what karma is. She's part of this too? If she's part of this too?
Look at you, bitch. You know.
Can you feel
Rey Fenix
One
next.
of the most celebrated luchadors is coming our way. Will be an action-packed showdown with Legado del Fantasma's Humberto.
Bro, why is Joe Tessitore sounding so white voice, bro?
The following contest is scheduled for
Even him, bro.
Introducing first, accompanied
Even
by
he wants to fucking get out of this show, bro.
representing Legado del Fantasma from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 220 pounds, Berto!
Wait, Berto opened his mouth a week ago dismissing the incredibly
Even,
exciting
bro,
Rey
why
Fenix
is everything
in
right
his
now
WWE
sounding so white
Talking
voice,
cheap,
bro?
now you got to back those words up. The
My goodness,
Emperor
bro.
of Lucha Libre, Santos Escobar, has made it clear he's been far from impressed with the kind of results Legado del Fantasma have been getting of late. Now is the time to change that. Berto against the incredible Rey Fenix next here on SmackDown.
Alright, now we're having some fun, bro. Now we're gonna have some fun. Finally, bro. Something interesting for once, bro. Berto and Rey Fenix, bro. Street Profits? Brother, I don't want to see a fatal four-way, bro. At WrestleMania, bro. We do not need the tag team titles defended at WrestleMania, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Why are we gonna have the same 4 tag teams that fight each other every fucking week at WrestleMania, bro? No reason, bro. No reason. I don't understand why the New Day versus the War Raiders is at WrestleMania, bro. That's best served for Monday Night Raw, by the way. You guys had the match on Monday. Why are you gonna do it again at WrestleMania, bro? Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. That is gonna be the perfect bathroom break for WrestleMania. And wait, I swear I said that another match is a bathroom break. Let me see. Actually, I said another match is a bathroom break. Oh, with Morgan Raquel Rodriguez. I said with Morgan Raquel Rodriguez. But the thing is, we have in Lyra WrestleMania. So I don't know. Now, I'll be honest. The New Day versus the War Raiders is my new bathroom break match for WrestleMania, bro. Nobody cares, bro. That is best served for either pre-show or Monday Night Raw. Seriously, bro. Alright, I'll be back real quick, by the way. Give me a second. Hold up. Alright, I'll be right back real quick.
It's a very physically challenging task, but also mentally.
And this is what it's all about. The finals here at the King of the Ring.
King of the Ring 1997 was really significant because Hunter grew in legend in WWE.
Helmsing drill the pedigree.
King of the Ring was a cool moment for me. Now put me at a different level.
What I did was take my destiny into my hands.
He was more than ready. He took the reins and he went with it. I don't think he's looked back since.
That was just one of the many career moments worthy of celebration, and that celebration, of course, will continue with the Hall of Fame induction of Triple H next week in Vegas. And folks, here's the beauty of this. SmackDown's going to end at 8 p.m. local in Vegas, so you got a couple hours to get down the street to Fontainebleau in the Hall of Fame ceremony. You can do both events in one night, Wade, and look at this class.
Oh, the full class of 2025, our chance to pay homage and say thank you to the very best of our industry, the ones who made us fall in love with this insane world. Congrats to the entire Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Hey, you want in on that? Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Ticketmaster.com for both SmackDown and the Hall of Fame. Humberto last week called Rey Fenix a flying lizard, a flash in the pan, saying he's better than Phoenix.
Show you. Come on.
WrestleMania is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. And by WWE 2K25. WrestleMania sale is here. WWE 2K25 is 20% off PlayStation today, and bringing you the unique opportunity to rewrite the Bloodline family history in 2K Showcase. You can save today on that.
There you go.
And his opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 182 pounds, Rey Fenix!
The guy's just electric. And Wade, really hard to imagine a better start for a WWE career than Rey Fenix, who he showed us last week with that offensive assault on Nathan Frazier that was just blowing our minds with move after move.
Yeah, there had been huge hype building for this luchador's debut, and boy, oh boy, did he surpass that. Now, of course, Raw's Penta, who is the brother of Rey Fenix, has really done the same thing over on Raw over these past couple of months, so the expectations for Phoenix were sky high. That's a lot of pressure, and sometimes pressure can be the undoing of some superstars, but Phoenix just grew into that pressure, grew into the biggest spotlight of his career, and has now, within 1 week of debuting, become appointment viewing here on SmackDown.
Humberto is locked in on Rey Fenix. First time they've gone one-on-one long ago in Mexican promotions. They met in 4 tag team matches, but this is their first singles one-on-one match regardless of promotion. And quick into it is Rey Fenix.
We saw some clear envy from Berto last week, trying to smack talk Rey Fenix a little.
Oh!
Ooh, that was nice. After, of course, Santos Escobar had said great things about the debut of Rey Fenix. He was quite diplomatic about it. He was impressed with what he saw, even though he's not a part of Legado del Fantasma, and that greed-eyed monster inside Berto came to the fore.
What do you think that kind of statement by Santos Escobar, the impact it can have on somebody like Berto?
Was supposed to be a motivational tour, and I know for a fact Santos Escobar has been far from impressed with Legado del Fantasma of late. As he puts it, he wants them back to running the bingo here on SmackDown. You can't do that if you're not winning matches. So things for Berto can turn around in a hurry tonight if he pulls off what would, I guess, be a shocker. A victory against Rey Fenix, who came out of the blocks hot here on SmackDown last week.
Tough to showcase the high-flying and explosive style when you got a big boot pressing down right into your face in the corner. And as Berto's been neutralizing Rey Fenix early on here. And now Fenix delivers that elbow.
Derailing this hype train of Rey Fenix. Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Well, that'll do it for Berto, who has got a massive upper hand already in this one.
And the
Whoa,
corkscrew to the outside by Berto. Backing up what he said last week, perhaps.
Nobody in their right mind would live in a place like this, unless they have something to hide.
The new doctor, he's an alien.
Tonight. You don't have anything to worry about. I'm not an alien, but I hear they're pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Lo bueno, lo bonito, perfecto, pero cualquier cosa y te digan al otro, es un cambio. Si de repente la seguir con una cosa, pasarnos baja.
Plus minute beating from Berto, and just when you started to write off the newcomer, he turns it around in a blink of an eye And he's back in the fight.
Humberto was in complete control. And now Rey Fenix, a week after his impressive debut. What do you do for an encore? How about this? A rally against Humberto.
Yeah, this was new questions being asked of Rey Fenix. Wow! Headbutt there. Humberto completely defenseless, not expecting that, connecting flush to the jaw.
The breathtaking aerial moves that we saw in his debut continue on as he stomps down on the back of Humberto, constantly springboarding off of the top rope.
And this is part of the problem when you're in there with a competitor like Rey Fenix, who has such a deep playbook. How do you possibly guard yourself against who knows what is coming next?
And when the intensity bubbles up with Rey Fenix, you see what he's capable of.
All right,
He's
Fenix
for flight. Corkscrewing his way down to the floor.
Honeymoon.
Once again, look at the body control connecting right on the chest of Humberto, who has gone from almost sure victory to what looks like defeat here.
Into the cover for Fenix, and Humberto able to kick out.
And Rey Fenix, for all his flashy moves and his high-octane performances, is that gritty durability he's really shown tonight to ride out that storm from Humberto. Keep in the fight, but wait, don't write Humberto off yet.
Not at all. Humberto looking to take advantage.
Yeah, he's got some tricks up his sleeve too. No.
How about this for Humberto?
Chicharito right to the jaw.
Some of his own medicine. Humberto for the win. And Fenix.
Well, I'll tell you this, Joe Tesh, you can take a kick like that right on the point of the jaw while draped upon the ropes and you can still kick out. That's pretty damn impressive, but for how much longer?
And the power of Humberto. Sit out, power bomb for the win, the kick out by Fenix.
Well, Rey Fenix has really had the stuffing knocked out of him here, and that frustration now is on the face of Humberto, who thought that should have got the job done. Not quite enough, but surely the end is nigh here.
Great action in the midst of our night in Seattle, and still to come, Randy Orton and LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga.
This is exactly what Santos Escobar wanted. Get back to instilling fear into the hearts of the locker room. That is the modus operandum of Legado del Fantasma. But Rey Fenix has got other ideas. Oh my God!
Does he ever?
Wow.
Top rope Frankensteiner.
He was able to fight his way out of position, gets up to the top rope, and delivers. And just that single arm cover.
Oh, anything more than an arm. Humberto was done there. How the hell do you pull this out?
Look at the height.
Being on the receiving end of such a beating. And these two are just slugging it out now. Oh my God.
I don't think Humberto ever expected that.
No one on planet Earth did.
Humberto now gets him up top, looking for the press. Oh no! Delivers big time for the win.
Well, we saw about 4 reversals in a row there from man to man, but Humberto coming up trumps in the end with that sit-out powerbomb, and once again, Rey Fenix is equal to it, refusing to go down in this one.
Second time he's been able to deliver on it, but Fenix has found a way to survive. The celebrated luchador, his second match in WWE, and Humberto, oh, he gets the boots up.
Well, a moonsault attempt, it just took a beat too long. Impressive athleticism from Humberto, but Rey Fenix with the perfect timing to get those boots up, and Humberto's done here.
Goodbye, amigos kick. And again showing you what he's capable of.
Well, it's timing and precision, and Humberto just has no answer, and this is...
Oh, Fenix has him. Oh. Fenix has him. MMB Mexican Muscle Buster. can you not love what gets delivered every time out from Rey Fenix?
Well, there's been surprises week by week. And this is another good play, amigo. Is that what he calls it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're connected perfectly. And that precision strike to the jaw, followed by this, the Mexican muscle buster. The flight of the Phoenix continues here on SmackDown.
How does he gain speed running down the top rope as Santos Escobar comes in to check Humberto?
Alright. My fault. My fault, Chad. I was messaging one of my professors. So, yeah.
Santos said, go out and prove it if you're going to say that about Rey Fenix. And look at the respect that Santos has for Rey Fenix.
Humberto, this is what you need to be like. This kind of competitor. Santos Escobar is a man of class and style. But ultimately, he has been blown away like the rest of us by the arrival and performances of Rey Fenix.
Comes out to shake his hand. But this high flying, this explosive, the intensity, the agility. If you want offense and you want it in dynamic form, this is how you get it. Just watch Rey Fenix.
We have now seen back-to-back jaw-dropping performances from the newest face on Friday Night SmackDown, Rey Fenix. Well, from the newest face to an unexpected face here tonight, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne?
What brings you to SmackDown?
Well, since Ava doesn't want to give me an answer on Stand and Deliver, I decided to take matters into my own hands and speak to Nick Aldis because as the runner-up of this year's Women's Royal Rumble, I would gladly compete for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania because, Byron, I'm a professional. At 23 years old, the prodigy is ready to steal the show because clearly Tiffany Stratton just can't handle the pressure.
Are you seriously talking about me, Roxanne? You should be the last person talking about me. You know, the way that I see it is, you could learn a little something from me.
What could I possibly learn from you, Tiffany? How to put on a fake little helpless Tiffy act? I saw through you, and I'm so glad you finally showed your true colors. I just hope it doesn't cost you your WrestleMania match.
At least I'm not the one coming to SmackDown begging for a match.
Look, Tiffany, I would gladly watch Charlotte rip your Barbie head off, but I'm not going to pass up an opportunity when I see one.
Oh, you want to face me? Okay. I'll give you the spotlight you so desperately need. Tonight. Right, Nick?
Okay. It's been a day. I'll think about it. In the meantime, cool off.
Get the fuck out.
Well, that got real interesting, didn't it? Still to come. All the aftermath from the favor. We'll take a look back at Roman Reigns.
Oh shit. Are we having a banger chat? Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton? Tonight? Okay. Okay. At least we got something interesting. Man, chat. We still have another half of the show to go. And this shit is fucking garbage still. This has been such a garbage SmackDown, bro, so far. SmackDown's been boring so far tonight. I've been mostly either messaging or like sleeping, all that shit. Hopefully this second half turns up. I mean, there's no way you can't fumble it. Alright, so Warriors gonna stick with the starting lineup still. That's great.
You're saying some real dumb stuff about Dragon Lee.
Prima
Well, speaking of Rey Mysterio and now her boyfriend Dirty Dom, Liv Morgan perhaps. Now you're saying some.
Liv Morgan doing the 619? Oh shit. Gotta learn from the master. Alright. Now actually I'm be right back actually this time.
Walked into the doors of OVW in Louisville,
Alright, we got
Kentucky.
another
Talk about a
advertisement.
young man
CM
who
Punk.
has walked in
Here's
here
CM Punk in
and
the
made a
meantime.
name for himself. I'm talking about Punk.
He's different. He's unique. He's one of a kind. He's the first CM Punk. It was obvious to me from the first day that I met CM Punk, this was the guy. And once they saw it, the whole game would change. I present to you CM Punk.
I owe my career to Paul Heyman, 100%. Paul fought for me. He gave me a shot.
Paul, they told you to fire me, and you said no. CM Punk is WWE Champion! That's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Hey, check your shirt out. So I'm super fortunate. I get to come to work, and I get to work with one of my best friends.
I'm the best in the world!
I knew that CM Punk was going to be a main eventer. I knew this guy was going to headline SummerSlam and Royal Rumble and Survivor Series and ultimately WrestleMania.
He's never been anything but a brother, a father, a friend to me, a teacher, a mentor. You know, trust me with his kids, invited me into his home countless times.
What a noble, honorable, righteous man he is. I admire him more than I do anybody else in this industry.
When I left here, I was super guarded. It was a rough time for relationships back then, and Paul was kind of no exception.
CM Punk comes back to WWE after 10 years. Welcome back. I stand before you as the best friend and biggest fan of Chicago's very own CM Punk.
At WrestleMania, this is about loyalty.
I will always be loyal.
In my corner.
You are a WrestleMania main eventer.
best friend.
My best friend in the world,
Paul Heyman.
CM Punk.
Loyalty and best friend, the words that forged the favor, the history of Punk and Heyman and their foundation. And still to come tonight, a look back at how Seth Rollins reacted to Punk and Heyman being reunited.
Alpha! Guys, I need you to get better. I literally am going out to wrestle right now. I need you out here with me. I can't do it alone. Oh, hi. It seems like that Gauntlet match was really tough on you girls. No, that means you're gonna have to be a grown-up and do it all on your own. What are you ever going to do? I guess we're just gonna have to see what kind of a champion you really are. Bye! Hey, you way too much for this, you guys. Get out here now. I don't care if you're injured. Get out here. I need you ringside, please.
Remember the Secret Hervis, Chelsea's Secret Hervis were in that tough match in the Gauntlet. So now a very confident Zelina Vega lined up against the woman she's been targeting.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega!
Time to show the world what she's capable of. Zelina Vega against Chelsea Green next.
Carmelo, you're next. You ready?
Man, I don't get ready. I stay ready. That's why I'm him.
Who's him?
Me. I'm him.
You mean Kim?
Huh? No, me, him.
Oh, Tim.
So Zelina Vega entered the arena. The crowd went fucking ridiculous. What was that? Wait. What? What was that? I wasn't paying attention. All I was seeing was CM Punk and Paul Heyman, and then Zelina Vega into the arena. I mean, Zelina Vega's music hits. Oh, by the way, it's official, Shad. We're gonna have the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks in the first round. This is gonna be good. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be good. If Jalen Brunson is not available, I actually see the Pistons win. Not gonna lie. But if Jalen Brunson plays, it's gonna be a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. Cannot wait, bro. Not gonna lie, Chad. I'm going with the upset. I'm going Pistons in 7. Oh, I mean, bro, Selena Vega's music is one of the worst in history, bro. That is a guarantee, bro.
From Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, she is the Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green!
Oh my word.
We pledge allegiance to Chelsea.
No. Is this a title match? Or is this a random match?
There's no pledging coming from the paired announce booth. There's objective broadcasting, but no pledging of anything.
I did notice on social media that Chelsea Green has been smack talking all week, and I will say, in my opinion, it is richly deserved.
She's been all over me, like saying I'm supposed to say nice. Quick
start
as she throws the tool.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're disrespectful to our United States champion Chelsea Green.
Okay, Selena Vega and Chelsea Green, which should have been for the title,
isn't out to support her tonight because remember they were in that brutal match. And here's Vega with the roll up. That Chelsea has to think to herself. She has to get off to a fast start here.
So is this a push for Selena trying to win the U.S. title?
Vega over the past several weeks, who has been demanding a championship opportunity against Chelsea Green. The numbers game have taken down
Chelsea Green's the U.S. champ, by
Selena
the way.
Vega several times. That may not be an issue tonight.
Ball just slams her head down on the corner of our new reinforced announce desk.
Don't act so surprised. Chelsea Green is an incredibly astute competitor. Chelsea Green needs protection. Joe Test, go protect Chelsea Green.
Anything. Go out there and compete.
What's this idiot referee doing?
What is going on
here? What the fuck? What is this idiot doing?
He called for the bell.
Your winner by count out, Selena.
What?
Yes, she threw. Hey, listen.
That was your
No. We didn't distract anything. She was complaining that her secret Hervis wasn't
What is
out
that?
Here. She threw Vega back into the ring
This
and
idiot
didn't
referee
beat the 10 count.
the match. Again, Joe Test distracted
Not at all.
Green.
It
What?
was Chelsea's own complaining.
It was his.
No, she was complaining.
What are we doing,
You
bro?
doing that and cost her time.
You need
Not
to
at all.
be a professional.
She can't control her emotions.
What the
Threw her
fuck?
back into the ring. Next thing you know, 10 count. Winner, Zelina Vega.
Who's
We're
now
counting
gonna
fast,
show
bro.
Getting a championship opportunity now. Thanks, Joe Test.
What is this garbage, bro? Are you kidding me?
Angel, I can't say this enough. That is the kind of performance I need.
What the
El
fuck
legado
was
del
that,
fantasma.
bro?
Humberto, I'm gonna beat him. He's a flash in the pan. And what were your words? Oh, yeah. A flying lizard. Your words. All I have to say to you right now is I'm extremely disappointed in you. Angel! Let's go find Rey Fenix so I can congratulate him on a job well done.
Well, still to come tonight. A week before Tiffany.
Tiffany's riding
has
Ross
her
and Perez.
WrestleMania moment.
He's official
She'll be
tonight.
taking on
At least against
Roxanne
something.
Perez. That is ahead.
Not only that, because after a major confrontation.
Oh, wait, I don't want to hear this song, bro. Wait a minute. We don't want to hear that song, bro. Alright.
Too much. Too much. Too much. Berto, I know you lost with Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix is a great wrestler. But you are a great wrestler too. Still work hard. Keep your face up and be proud.
Mind your own business.
Look what's up next. All the gold and the story to be told. The undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare.
What the
one
fuck?
and only Cody Rhodes is with us live. Next.
What is this? What are these titles, bro? There's 7 different titles. Cody? Oh yeah, the women's IC title is not defended at WrestleMania. Fucking great. What are we doing with the IC title, bro? The women's IC title, I meant. It's not defended at WrestleMania, so guess what? They put Lyra Valkyria at WrestleMania in a tag match. Not defending her title, bro. Stupid. Roxanne Perez, bro. Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez, bro. Roxy, bro. Roxy. If you remember Roxy. Fucking Street Profits Carmelo Hayes. Man, poor Carmelo Hayes, man. He doesn't have a match for WrestleMania, bro. Street Profits too. But let's be real, bro. Who would the Street Profits face? Who would the Street Profits face? Nobody. They're not gonna face Pretty Dead Wheat again. Dead Wheat, by the way. They're not gonna face D.I. Watt again. They're not gonna face the Motor City Machine Guns again. Nobody wants to see that, bro. Meanwhile, for Carmelo Hayes, his career has been ruined by The Miz. Great. You know what we should do at WrestleMania? I thought about this. Since Miz and Carmelo Hayes are not doing anything at WrestleMania, how about we get a special match against Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart at WrestleMania? You know, Miz and Melo like talking trash to the crowd, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking trash to the crowd. And it leads to like disrespect from the fans. And then we get Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart. You know, since they're gonna be the Immortals match that's gonna be honored at the Hall of Fame this year. It'll be a great idea if they bring both in a segment with Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. I think that'll be great. Not gonna lie. I know they're in the 60s. Sure. But I don't give a fuck. Let's make a WrestleMania moment with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart standing tall on the grandest stage, bro. I think that'll be great. And I'll definitely enjoy it. This dude has Fly 89 this? That's asses, bro? What the fuck?
The after parties taking place each night, Thursday through Sunday next week at Live and Live Beach at the Fountain Blue in Vegas. That's the official host hotel of WrestleMania 41. You can get tickets now at WrestleManiaAfterDark.com. It is going to be a scene in Vegas next week.
Leech, scum, opportunist. There are so many words that describe you, Jade, but there's one word that fits you to the core. It's snake. Had I not pushed you off that ledge and onto that windshield, I know that it would have eventually been me. Once I got you out my way, I took my rightful place as champion. Bianca and I grew an even stronger friendship. Now that you're back, Bianca won't even look at me. But it's okay, because there's no more of this fake loyalty. I'm doing what's best for me, and I'm going to get mine. At WrestleMania, I strongly advise you to proceed with caution.
Naomi, you thought that you could weather the storm by ducking and dodging me, but now the moment is here. Time has run out. I'm not just angry, I'm pissed. You came at me because you thought you knew what was best for me. You don't. You tried to take me out because of your own insecurities. Let me ask you this. What happens to a star when it starts to fade? They try to steal the shine from someplace else. That is what this is about. The glow is fading. And Naomi, you're trying to stay relevant in any and every way. That is what this all is about. You were jealous that I came in with so much star power, so much aura, so much glow. And this WrestleMania, I'm not a rookie anymore. I'm your biggest threat because a storm is coming.
Hard to believe that there's a WrestleMania match that's more emotionally charged than Jade against Naomi.
All right, let's not hear theme, bro. I don't want to hear theme right now. No. I'd rather hear Timeless, bro. Timeless is so much better, bro, than that overplayed song, bro. All right, thank you.
For everyone.
We go from that to this, bro. Oh, wait a minute. Chad, what if we get a new championship? Whoa! Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
And to see all the versions of the championships that are in the ring now, that means so much to all of us, Wade, but mean even more to the man who wears the current edition.
Well, we just saw a very brief glimpse of an incredibly young Cody Rhodes, and WWE fans, some of us older guys have been watching a significant number of years. We'll remember some of the championships in the ring and the men who held those championships, and that is in large part the reason why we are so obsessed with being around this industry to this very day.
Pyro!
The truth is, if you hold that championship as Cody Rhodes does currently, you are a custodian, because it's a moment in time, a piece of history, and Cody Rhodes is the man tasked with safeguarding the future of that very championship, the one that John Cena claims he is going to win and then retire for good.
8 days away from WrestleMania 41 in Vegas, 7 days away from a loaded SmackDown at the T-Mobile Arena that will be filled with Raw superstars.
Not only that,
SmackDown
John Cena winning
superstars, and then
17
the Hall of Fame ceremony
at WrestleMania.
that follows 2 hours later, right down the street at the Fountain Blue. 2 events in one night.
That's crazy.
Next Friday,
Cena going from Lucy to
this
Austin
guy
Theory
in the spotlight
back in
against
2023,
John
WrestleMania with Austin Theory.
What feels far bigger than simply
Then
just a
getting
title.
shit by getting destroyed by Solo Sikoa to this. John Cena's first singles match since 2023 back at Crown Jewel. It's been a year and a half since John Cena last wrestled in a singles match. And it's all about John Cena finally getting a singles win, bro, at WrestleMania. Not only at WrestleMania, but overall. Like, how long it's been, bro? 6 years since John Cena last won a match? A singles match? Yeah, these crowds are not as good as the Europe crowds, bro. The Europe crowds is so much better, bro.
You guys have gotten me all flustered. Thank you very much, Seattle. You have always been... You have always been good to me, whether it's this sold-out arena here tonight or when I did Defy and now being back here again. Thank you very much. Now, this is the tangible definition of realized potential. It's the denotation of excellence, the metric that stands. This right here simply says you are the best wrestler in the world. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to carry this and its mighty weight, but it won't always be me. That's what this has become. That's what WrestleMania has turned into. It's not just a match between too many more. It's about our right to keep this at home. It's about the next 20 champions, whether that's Sean's NXT kids watching WrestleMania intently, our ID prospects. Maybe there's a young man in Seattle tonight that wants to grow up and wear this as WWE champion. It's about the next 20 champions. And then there is one man trying to take all that away.
Bats.
John Cena.
Why the hell they muted this, bro? What we doing, bro?
John Cena has neglected to make Seattle part of his farewell tour. He has opted to be in Vegas for SmackDown next week.
Oh, wow.
It would be cowardice on my part to rebuttal John's remarks from when we shared the ring in London, but one thing he said that sticks with me, he referred to me and the placement of my tattoo. He said, me having this tattoo makes me a common fan. So what? I have this tattoo for the same reason that I wear this suit. It's not because I think I'm somebody, it's because I want to be somebody. Is that somebody who can sell out the world's most famous arena 188 times to the rhythmic chants of his own name? Is that somebody who can sit up each and every night, even with broken ribs, and become WWE's phenom? Is that somebody who can set the world ablaze with Latino heat?
Hey. Hey.
Or is that somebody who can carry a company on his back through good times and bad for 10 years? John Cena. John Cena looks at this and considers it a bad thing. I don't. I see it as a man who is trying to break the wheel, a man who is trying to find himself. Does that sound familiar? John, you've told me that I don't know who I am, that I don't present myself authentically. Here's what I do know, John. I'm the WWE champion, and you are not.
That spinner belt brings so much memories, bro.
John is always
it's so good, bro.
John is always preaching. Perhaps this is the one time in my life that I can teach John Cena a lesson I saw my old man struggle with as a career babyface, and it's very simple. John, they are allowed to love somebody else. Hell, I call myself the captain here, but I'm part of a roster that has CM Punk, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, just to name a few. We make each other better. And now I found myself with
no
the
Rey Mysterio
unenviable
mentioned?
task, but it's
Wow.
in my nature to want this task.
What are we doing, bro?
That I have to halt history with your record-setting title win so that we can have history here in the first place. John Cena's a man of his word. He said he was leaving. He means it. He says he means to take this with him. He means it. So let me share some honesty with you, John. I'll tell you the same thing that I told Brock, the same thing that I told Roman. I do my best work when I'm backed into a corner. I don't flinch. I fight. I wrestle. That's right, John. The bell is gonna ring. And when it does, and this is over, I leave you to this ring, John, to have your moment to say goodbye. It would be clever for me to tell John, your time is up, my time is now, but John, you've known your time is up for quite some time, and that's why you did what you did. And one day, my time will be up soon, but until then, this is timeless, and this
timeless
stays home. This stays with us.
What a statement by the champ, and I love connecting all the history of Bruno's belt, even pausing at the spinner belts. And Wade, this is what we're in store for. It is WrestleMania Undisputed WWE Championship match. As he says, I have to halt history with a record-setting title win for Cena so that we can continue to have history here in the first place. That, to its core, is the statement made by Cody Rhodes.
Well, that clearly was way more than just a rousing speech from Cody Rhodes. It's more than just a title defense at WrestleMania. Cody is defending the past, the present, and the future of this industry against an opponent who wants to take the ball and go home for good. Good luck, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, halt Cena's history so that we can have history. Let's talk about the future that happens next week on SmackDown. Remember, the early 5 p.m. Pacific start time. So if you're interested in the doubleheader of the Hall of Fame, it is there for you. SmackDown in Vegas, and tickets are still on sale, and it is going to be a power-packed card from T-Mobile Arena.
They're going to start
a week from tonight. Let's tell you what you're in store for.
Yeah, because as we just heard from the champ, Cody Rhodes, one half of our WrestleMania main event. Some call him the greatest of all time. Others call him a man who has
John Cena on SmackDown next week.
John Cena will be live on SmackDown in Vegas next week.
And of course, it's an annual fixture to kick off the action of WrestleMania weekend. The annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Those superstars of Raw and SmackDown.
They're gonna do it on SmackDown? Oh my god, bro. What are we doing, bro?
As we saw a few moments ago, Zelina Vega pulled off a count-out win against Chelsea Green, while next week she's going to team with Carter and Chance to take on the entire Green regime in 6-woman tag next week on SmackDown.
And the strength of the action SmackDown to start WrestleMania weekend is topped with this. Well, you look at this. The WWE Tag Team Division, the championship on the line. Street Profits look to defend against the former champs, Motor City Machine Guns. That is next Friday.
Yeah, I forgot. They won the multi-man match, actually.
Right now, I'd like to welcome on in the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. For Dawkins, next week is the final Friday night SmackDown before WrestleMania, and it's also the night that you defend your titles against the Motor City Machine Guns. How are you both feeling about that showdown?
Street Profits, Motor City, Vegas, WrestleMania weekend. But you know what? We like Motor City. But last week we saw a video on them talking about how they don't care about the gold, they don't care about the chains, they don't care about the grills, they don't care about the reality shows. But you know what? Quite frankly, you can't care about things that you don't have. You know what else they don't have, Byron? These.
They've been all over the world for 20 years. But save the congratulations for the IWC Glazers, because we run this division.
Hold on, run this division? Y'all running this division straight to the ground. Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns, they road warriors. Y'all over here gassing them up. You want to talk about a real road warrior? Let's talk about The Miz.
I'm sorry, did someone say a joke? Because the only joke I see is the SmackDown Tag Division being headed by you two.
Hey, don't do it.
No. Let me cook. As talented as you two may be, the mere fact that those titles are not on the WrestleMania card is a slap in the face to every superstar that's ever held those titles, including me in my 9 times as a tag team champion. So it's time to put you two on notice, revive the tag team division, and get my 10th title, because I got the hottest young prospect in the game, a true one of one, Carmelo Hayes, and together we are Mello Don't Miz, and we are us, him.
And we most definitely want the smoke.
Let them breathe, big fella.
Been quite the
What
day
the
for
reason?
this rep.
Big fella.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Prior Lake, Minnesota, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton!
Tiffy time here in Seattle. Taking up the instant challenge that was put forth against Roxanne Perez. That's next.
Why this guy sounds lifeless, bro?
Monday, on the final Raw before WrestleMania, the stars are stacked. Punk, Rollins, Reigns, Raw erupts. Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Netflix.
Interesting. All right, Tiffany Stratton versus Roxanne Perez. One-on-one. There's the co-main event, by the way, before we had the main event tag match, which I don't know why it's at the main event. Unless they have something big announced for the show, which I doubt it, honestly. Whoa, Anthony Edwards. He has got his 16th technical foul of the season. Which means he is suspended for the final game of the season. I mean, they face the Jazz, but they don't got Edwards for that game. Oh, shit. Interesting. Dallas Mavericks are just demolishing the Toronto Raptors. Davis with a triple-double, actually. Damn. In 3 quarters. Grizzlies up against the Nuggets. You know what I realized? Grizzlies win against the Nuggets, they're tied. Wow, I didn't realize. Oh, wow. Man, how good would be if the Warriors won that match? The Warriors would be the 4th seed right now. But they fumble it. What about the Clippers? Yeah, they're facing the Kings right now. Bucks beat the Pistons, which guarantees them the 5th seed, and Pistons the 6th seed. Yeah, Pistons been on the losing streak, actually. Or, yeah. 5-5 in the last 10 games.
WrestleMania week. Undertaker One Dead Man show at the state-of-the-art Blue Live Theater at the Fountain Blue Hotel. Saturday, April 19th, 10 p.m. Pacific. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Of course, last week it was the headline-making face-to-face with Charlotte Flair for Tiffany Stratton. That war of words on the shelf now, and now a show of skill is needed against the very talented Roxanne Perez. Epic battles, legendary superstars clash with Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, and more in Clash of Clans. You can download that today.
And her opponent from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez hasn't been in the ring with Tiffany Stratton since the 2024 Royal Rumble. Tiffany eliminated Roxanne that night. Then you fast forward to this year's Royal Rumble, Wade, and it was Roxanne who nearly shocked the world, nearly earned a chance to face Tiffany at WrestleMania. She had that record-setting performance, was the runner-up.
Did they like?
Yeah, Charlotte Flair,
I thought it
of
her
course,
theme song or something?
is heading to WrestleMania, but Roxanne has certainly been vocal in putting her name forward as a potential alternate at WrestleMania. Should a competitor need to be replaced due to their lack of professionalism? I think we know who I may be talking about there.
Well, let's get into that just for a moment, because we brought it up earlier, and there's no denying. We acknowledge the viral video from earlier today and the discipline that was put forth to both Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, as Charlotte Flair was asked to go home for the remainder of the week. But we've got a good one right in front of us here with Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, make no mistake, Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, multiple-time NXT Women's Champion. Yes, she is currently an NXT superstar. However, it has been clear for a long time now that Roxanne Perez is absolutely ready to mix in the best of Raw and SmackDown, as we saw in the Elimination Chamber and indeed the Royal Rumble that you mentioned, Joe. Roxanne Perez every bit the equal of our roster here.
There's no doubt. See the matrix type moves from Tiffany Stratton, and now the power as well.
Wow.
But look at this. This is the skill we talk about when it comes to Perez.
Yeah, there's no fear whatsoever in Perez, too. She'll stand up to anyone bigger and badder than her, and she certainly mixed it up with Tiffany Stratton on numerous occasions during their time together in NXT. So don't expect Roxanne Perez to take a backward step at all in this one. Wow.
Yeah.
Bringing that right hand right across the face of Tiffany Stratton, and then delivers one of her own.
And this is Tiffany Stratton, who's really started to come into her own confidence-wise over the past several weeks, in part enforced by Charlotte Flair. And this is Tiffany Stratton saying, no, the spotlight is mine, the championship is mine, pay attention to me.
Snapping. You can see Roxanne reaching for her lower back. Stomping down on that left leg. WWE Women's Champion.
Oh, Tiffany Stratton, she's
but this time
dominating right now.
lateral press and the hook of the leg and a 2 count.
Now, I'll tell you right now, a victory for Perez here tonight would really shake things up ahead of WrestleMania for the, wait a second, for the WWE Women's Champ.
Roxanne Perez trying to hold on.
Well, how smart was that?
Comes in
Referee
by doing it
out the apron and poking Tiffany Stratton in the eye.
A rising star showing some veteran presence to have to deal with the apron and then able to take advantage against Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Oh, and stomping down on that left hand, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez. And commercial break. Oh, fuck me, bro. Oh, God, man. Can this show end, bro? It's so painful staying here for 3 hours, bro. Watching this shit, bro. It's so painful, bro. I need the show to end, bro. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. This is just playoffs, but then the play-in. It's also a thing. Oh, yeah, for sure. Nice 5 reasons right there for why Rey was actually signed in the first place with WWE. He was young, for sure. I mean, he was, I think he was 26 at the time. No, 25. Yeah, he was 25 at the time. He was 25 years old when he was signed to the company. He was creative. He was a believable David. You know, the David was the Goliath story. Well, he's a believable David for sure. Highly marketable for sure. And well known for his time in WCW. Damn right. I mean, he was one of the best parts of WCW by a long shot, bro. Nah, we don't need the LWO and American Made to be involved. We don't need that, bro. Everybody needs to be banned. Everybody should be banned. Wait a minute, Phoenix used that mask before this match? Why did they use it for tonight? What are we doing, bro?
Here against the two-time NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez, and you see the.
Oh, they use the same gear, bro.
Former star gymnast Tiffany Stratton telling the crowd here in Seattle, you know what time it is. It is Tiffy time.
Well, oh, nice. Just when it looked like Tiffany Stratton was starting to look dead and buried by this plucky NXT superstar Roxanne Perez. Tiffany Stratton showing us all why she is the WWE Women's Champion. Able to dig deep, shake off all those injuries and damage sustained thus far and get back on the attack.
A week away from WrestleMania for Tiffany Stratton. Roxanne Perez, who had the record-setting performance in the Royal Rumble earlier this year in Indy. The
16 to 18.
Kick out at 2. Remember, the most time in a single women's Royal Rumble came
16,
this
18
year
Mysterio
from
was
Roxanne Perez.
ridiculous.
Look at Stratton. And Perez survives again.
Well, Perez has been trying her best to drop some heavy artillery, the crossface that she's become known for in NXT. She did attempt that there with Tiffany Stratton. Stratton was just too strong for it, though.
That is the advantage that she has. Tiffany is going to come in with that hip attack against the ropes, but instead it's Perez running straight in and slamming Stratton down.
They simply cannot write off Roxanne Perez, who can dig a lot deeper than most, which explains her level of success in NXT.
He's going to line up that target just the way she wants it. Perez!
Oh!
The knees got up!
Tiffany Stratton just lying in there and baiting Roxanne Perez, who has pretty much just done the same back to Tiffany Stratton.
She was thinking about the prettiest moonsault ever, but instead Perez ends up on that top rope to meet
her.
Russian leg sweep off the second rope there. Tiffany Stratton's in big trouble.
And now Roxanne Perez taking control of things, hooking the leg, looking for the win.
What the fuck?
From Tiffany Stratton, who has been really put through
We didn't saw that. What the
one.
fuck?
One outing thus far from Roxanne.
What the? But
talking some smack to boot. Can she get the dub? Tempted at pop rocks.
did they just censor that, bro?
Power bomb going, but instead cartwheel. Alabama slam is lined up. Oh no! Perez with a counter. Tiffany comes right back at her as they duel with supreme skill here in Seattle on SmackDown. Perez.
Now she's got
There it is, the crossface.
Wrenching on the neck and face of our champ Tiffany Stratton, who is a million miles away from the ropes here, desperately crawling away to try and get some respite.
Perez interlocking those hands and pulling back desperately, and now utilizing her
He probably
foot to
bossed
stay
that.
away
I don't know.
from the ropes, and instead it's Stratton with a show of power. And now, Tiffy time indeed.
There it is.
Prettiest moonsault ever.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Stratton!
Well, what
The
a
champ answered the call tonight, Wade. The
stunning
champ answered
performance.
the-
Wait a second.
What
Oh
in
my
the
God.
world?
Told you.
Oh, no, it's gone off the rails again.
Charlotte Flair's here.
Charlotte Flair
Charlotte
was
Flair.
supposed to be sent home after their actions earlier.
Well, we know there was a ton of bad blood last week. Get security down. What the hell are you doing, Charlotte?
Now they're trying to clear things up, but it is getting worse by the week, and coming over the top of our announce desk. And Flair is on top. And now Flair is trying to make it Wade. In the midst of it, trying to control things, rips off his headset. Holding back Charlotte Flair.
Let's go, Wade. Let's go, Wade Barrett.
Champion who is absolutely enraged.
Oh yeah, Wade.
Trying to talk
Stand up for
sense
yourself.
into
Let's go.
Charlotte Flair
Hell yes.
and keep them separated from a further attack on Tiffany Stratton. WrestleMania awaits. This thing has boiled up and over beyond Flair and Stratton.
Let's go, Wade Barrett. Hell yes. Wade Barrett is the best part of the show tonight, bro. Can't believe it, bro. Wade Barrett was the best part of the show, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. I'd rather see Wade Barrett and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, bro. Book it. Book it, Paul. Book it, Paul. Give me Wade Barrett and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, bro. Not Wade Barrett to the match. Wade Barrett for the Women's Championship. Book it, Paul. Book it. Book it, Wade. We gotta add Wade Barrett to the Women's Championship match, bro. At WrestleMania, bro. We had to, bro.
41 is going to host the Hall of
This is
Fame
the song.
ceremony on Friday. The Undertaker One Dead Man show. You got the roast of WrestleMania on Sunday. And NXT is going to be there on April 22nd. You can get tickets at Ticketmaster. That Hall of Fame next Friday night, Wade, is going to be so special.
Oh my God, such a great crew going to be there, of course. Triple H is going to be there, HBK, The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman. He goes on and on. The absolute best of the best, the ones we all grew up watching and loving. They're all going to be there. The class of 2025, the Hall of Fame. Can't wait.
Can't even imagine the emotion for some of those who are going to be inducting. I mean, for Taker, obviously.
CM Punk will be inducting the Immortals.
HBK,
So he's going to induct Stone Cold Steve Austin and
special
Bret the
moment.
Hitman
Then
Hart.
come next week,
Diamond Dallas Page will induct
woven
Wes Luger.
history that intersects again since Royal Rumble's drama. The big three headliners of Roman, Seth, and Punk. It's been beatings, it's been brawls, contracts, and chaos, and then the favorite.
What's the favorite?
The Undertaker will induct Michelle McCool, and Shawn Michaels will induct Triple H.
Because at WrestleMania, in the main event, in my corner, your wise man, my best friend, Paul Heyman.
By the way, Roxanne came to SmackDown just to spell.
Wise man. Yes, my tribal chief. Let this desperate fool down easy, will ya? No, my tribal chief, I can't do that.
I promise you, I am going to put a beating on the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I am going to whip Seth Rollins' ass at the main event of WrestleMania. I feel bad for you, Paul Heyman. You are in a very difficult, unenviable position.
Roxanne came to SmackDown just to lose, bro.
For everyone involved,
Great.
would be if you just removed yourself from the situation entirely and let me and Punk and Roman
First night already buried by
WrestleMania for
Tiffany
the
Stratton,
soul
bro.
of this industry. I
Great.
would take it as
Great
a
booking,
privilege
Paul, Triple H,
to
McMahon.
remove you from the situation right here,
Junior.
right now.
Don't put your damn hands on me again!
I'll be honest with you. Triple H, I bet he doesn't care about SmackDown. Honestly, I think he doesn't care about SmackDown. I think he only cares about Raw. I'm just be real.
Now, you owe me a favor.
Wade, it is time to reveal the matches for Saturday and Sunday at WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, this is WrestleMania Saturday, Joe. This is the main event. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk with Paul Heyman
Nailed
in
it.
Punk's corner. That's your main event on Saturday. Also on WrestleMania Saturday, the bitterest of rivalries. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Not only that, World Tag Team Championship will be on the line as the War Raiders take on the New Day.
No.
That is gonna be. And then Rey Mysterio, the legendary Hall of Famer, takes on the latest luchador, El Grande Americano. They'll go head-to-head again, WrestleMania Saturday.
Rey
The United
Mysterio.
States Championship is on the line as the megastar LA Knight takes on the terrifying Jacob Fatu. And as we just saw, WWE Women's
El
Champion,
Grande.
toughest test yet. Tiffany Stratton goes up against the sometimes unprofessional Charlotte Flair. Can't wait for that one. And then, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Main event, Jey Uso, who has refound his fire. He goes head-to-head with the Ring General, Gunther. That is your card for WrestleMania Saturday.
All right, here's what you're in store for on Sunday. Bayley and Lyra just went through the Gauntlet. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bayley and Lyra against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Sunday at WrestleMania. It is going to be a Sin City street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. The outrageous rivalry goes street fight version on Sunday at Mania. The Intercontinental Championship is going to be decided in a fatal four-way. Penta, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom.
Let's go, Dominic.
Sunday at Mania. Also Sunday from Vegas, AJ Styles against Logan Paul. Next Sunday
Oh,
from
fuck
Allegiant
Logan, bro.
Stadium. The Women's World Championship Triple Threat will be held on Sunday the 20th. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and you can hear the reaction from the fans here 8 days away.
Io should win. Yeah.
Heard from Cody Rhodes, who says he must halt history so he can keep making history. It's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, against John Cena. There it is, folks.
Cena Summit
Officially
17.
Your Saturday and Sunday cards.
No Randy, though. Never mind. It's crazy that this guy's not a WrestleMania, bro. That is insane, bro. What are we doing, bro?
The following tag team contest is
Randy is not at WrestleMania, bro. What the fuck, bro?
from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Things have taken a far different turn lately for the Viper. And coming up next, Solo and Tama Tonga. The target for Randy Orton and LA Knight.
Yeah!
Vodka soda with wheat. This song right here.
Alright, main event, bro. Finally, bro. Finally, the main event, bro. And we shouldn't have any commercials, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
Right now, really. And my business has an edge. My distressed assets. People in trouble.
Yo creo que sí vamos a estar más poquito porque nos da dos faltas de muy bien.
Steph Curry just got injured, bro. Stephen Curry just got injured. Just before the playoffs, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Steph Curry just got hurt, bro. Just before the damn playoffs, bro. Fuck me, bro. Honestly, bro. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Oh my goodness. Steph Curry is fucking hurt, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro.
Look, this is all going to end. Unless you're going to dramatically increase my entertainment more than the planets that are to the ground. Now is not the time. It's first, if I entrench your words. And how would you know?
Oh my goodness. No way. This is crazy.
You know.
Can't believe Steph Curry just got hurt again, bro.
He was assistant U.S. attorney, violations of the rights.
We've had here Bailey and Libre will carry a...
Why is the song still playing, bro? Why is the song still playing, bro? So yes, we have 7 matches for the first night.
Night.
And his tag team partner from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the United States Champion,
Wayne, I feel like there's been so much packed onto the plate of LA Knight recently with match after match, having just won the U.S. Championship back. But what lies ahead will be his biggest challenge. He's met a prime, violent, angry Jacob Fatu next week. Fatu, of course, winning the last man standing to earn that shot at LA's championship at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and as we just learned, that will take place on WrestleMania Saturday. Of course, we know a frenzy of energy takes over every arena and stadium. When the megastar walks out, he's going to need all of that energy and more at WrestleMania if he's going to defeat Jacob Fatu.
You're crazy.
With a combined weight of 470 pounds, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga!
Of course, we see a lot of Solo Sikoa week after week, but this will actually be his first official match over the course of a month and change. That was with his current partner, you see here, Tama Tonga. It was a 6-man tag team. LA Knight was on the other side, the winning side, the last time we saw him in an official match.
It's pretty unusual seeing these two as a two-piece without Jacob Fatu in tow. There have been tensions between Solo and Fatu, especially of late. Solo, the former tribal chief, looking to get back on track. He spoke the right words earlier about supporting Fatu in his quest to become United States champ at WrestleMania. Well, this is a business. Take a chunk out of LA Knight this evening, and Fatu, I'm sure, will warm to Sikoa once again.
As soon as LA Knight turned to give a little bit of attention to Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga was quick to attack.
And that's really been the modus operandum of this unit from day one. And Tama Tonga, he is the least hyped member of that trio, and that is unfair. He's consistently demonstrated how devastatingly effective he is in that ring.
He has. He is quick. He is explosive. He has a good offensive arsenal himself. Of course, he's always around two powerhouses in Solo Sikoa and Fatu.
Part of Tonga's problem is at times the most soldier-like of the trio. He'll effectively follow orders from Solo Sikoa when needed. Solo Sikoa ramming into our desk there. That's why I pause. Terrifying sight, as is Randy Orton stepping in the ring.
Now Solo Sikoa's got to deal with Randy. Remember, he came out and had a little something to say. The start tonight was Randy was addressing things with Nick Aldis, and oh, that scoop snap power slam. Vintage Randy Orton.
Giving us a taste of what we may have seen at WrestleMania before the Vipers' plans got derailed.
Lining up the draping DDT.
Randy Orton looking to finish this one off in double quick time.
I mean, he has come out explosive, and this crowd is ready to roar.
What a disaster for Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Wait a second.
No, but instead of an RKO, we got a Samoan drop on the other end, and then Tonga just sends LA Knight flying. Good stuff here in Seattle.
Nobody in their right mind would live in a place like this, unless they have something to hide.
Why are we having a commercial break with 7 minutes left on the show, bro? Commercial break with 7 minutes left on the show, bro. What are we doing, bro? What is this, bro? Oh, that's embarrassing, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Después que salga el Logan, a las 4:30 mami, a las 4:30 pegaron. He escuchado que son no sé qué era el teléfono, pero sonando. Pero era una máquina de llamar. No sé qué era ese teléfono. No sé si te parece un teléfono. Después primero le pegaron a tocar la puerta. Y pegaron a tocar la puerta y el muchacho me dice, mira, ya te cumpliste con tu horario. Y yo te lo digo, ¿qué parece que eran tantos? Y yo te lo digo, mira, o sea, en la mesa tengo el cambio que me dieron. Entonces, como que pues déjame chequear. Pero yo tenía mi mami, me tomó así como profesor por número 1 porque él pensaba que iban a volver de mí. Y entonces, yo dije, pues yo ahora no voy a porque yo sé que voy a pagar toda la noche, no voy a hacer. Me dijo que muchacho, me decía,
se puede que le pagó a uno que salió de turno y a lo mejor él entrega a los chavos de 8 horas y se bolsillo. Eso es. Atención hoy.
That's crazy. Wait a minute. The Rock has a New Japan Pro Wrestling shirt.
Sprint to make the tag to LA Knight, but Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga can getting the best of them. Remember how the night started, Wade, when Randy Orton was out to discuss in front of this big crowd here in Seattle that his 20th WrestleMania is coming up. He wants to take part. Of course, the injury to Kevin Owens altered those plans. And then Solo Sikoa interrupted to hype up Jacob Fatu and his claim to go out and win the U.S. Championship. LA Knight heard his name. LA Knight said, let's go. And that is how we arrived at this tag team battle.
Solo Sikoa always spoiling for a fight. Not often a man of many words, but certainly highly eloquent with those fists. And indeed, that head of his.
You got 4 minutes left in the show, bro.
Destroying the body of the Viper, Randy Orton.
LA Knight, 8 days away from what'll be the big battle, the United States Championship defense against Jacob Fatu. But in the midst of the deep waters of tag team action here in Seattle.
Tag just inches away for the Viper, but must feel like a million miles when you've got the arms of Solo Sikoa called around your neck. But we got daylight for the Viper.
And that power and that strength and that explosiveness of the Viper.
The man who's defined an entire era in WWE, flat on his back now, desperate for this tag. And if the megastar gets into this one, the place is going to come unglued.
There's the megastar.
Oh, wait, no, yeah.
Tama's on the receiving end of it.
The man's got those loins tingling in Seattle once again.
An overdose of Kavorka here in the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, he's gonna have a dominant performance tonight. I mean, he's the fucking U.S. champion. And facing Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania.
Out of the way. How about it against Solo?
A little sixth sense there is LA Knight.
And the power slam.
It is.
What do the people want?
Yeah.
Elbow drop for the win. And coming in and making the save is Solo Sikoa.
Late breakup there, but
oh, the spike.
Spike is delivered.
Right to the thorax of the megastar.
Big uppercut from Orton. Tama Tonga's gonna mess with the big
RKO.
Oh, does he find out? RKO. As Solo drives Randy out of the ring.
Well, Randy Orton is certainly not the legal man in this one. Neither is Solo Sikoa. Those two look like they're done with the in-ring portion of this match. Some severe hatred built up between these two.
All right, here's Solo and Randy. They're gonna set up their match at WrestleMania. Yep. They're gonna set up their match at WrestleMania. It's so obvious, bro. You don't need it for WrestleMania, bro. Come on.
In the ring, we need a finish.
LA Knight.
They're gonna Jacob Fatu, bro.
They remain in the midst of this.
Jacob Fatu is gonna come out
these two
and fucking screw him, bro.
Oh, BFT!
Oh wow. Never mind. Now here comes Jacob Fatu.
Randy Orton and your United States champion, LA.
There he is.
Oh no.
Oh no. Look who's arrived. Jacob Fatu. A running senton and the beatdown has begun. The sneak attack on the guy he's gonna meet up with in Vegas for that championship.
In 8 nights' time, WrestleMania Saturday now is your
Here's a little taste of the new
Make
and future United States champion.
That pathway to the United States title that much easier.
The hip attack from Fatu. And when you see that, you know he's feeling it. The United States champion, who just picked up his belt to celebrate a hard-earned tag team win.
Wow!
A mighty moonsault delivered.
Well, nobody is coming to save the megastar because Randy Orton, his tag partner this evening, is otherwise engaged in a vicious brawl.
Charles Robinson, chill out, bro.
Picks up the belt, throws it down. He wants more. Again. with the jump up moonsault.
A taste of what's to come for LA Knight.
Next weekend in Vegas, it's the moment of truth for LA Knight. Fatu's never even competed for a WWE singles title. Now, he appears as an unrelenting, destructive force. Fatu, LA Knight at WrestleMania 41. The next time we say hello, it's from the Showcase of the Immortals in Vegas. We'll see you there.
Oh, this fucking... oh, no, Muso.
Previously on Resident Alien.
Oh, my lord. Finally, this show's over, man. Finally. My God. My God, does this show suck, man, tonight. Man, seriously does not feel like WrestleMania season, bro. It really doesn't, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Outside of CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, John Cena, and Cody Rhodes, outside of those people that I mentioned, the rest does not feel like WrestleMania. I know I didn't mention Rey. But the thing is, Rey's feud, even though Rey's my favorite, but that was last minute. We gotta have story. But I think they're gonna continue the story at the WrestleMania, so hopefully that's the case. So yeah. I'm thinking yeah. This just not it, bro. Yeah. Outside of the people that I mentioned, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, outside of those people, it doesn't feel like WrestleMania. Yeah, it doesn't feel like WrestleMania. It doesn't feel like the road to WrestleMania. It really doesn't. And I don't know what they can do else because they got a week left to do something. They gotta bring The Rock at some point, hopefully on Monday on Raw. They had to, bro, for fuck's sake. If Rock is not there on Monday, I don't know what else to say, bro. You just cannot happen at WrestleMania and that's it, bro. You gotta happen at least do one segment at least with Cody. John Cena will be on Friday. Maybe The Rock shows up there. Who knows? But The Rock needs to show up at least one time before WrestleMania. One time. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking from The Rock. From Dwayne The Rock Johnson. One time, one appearance before WrestleMania. That's all I'm begging. That's all I'm asking. Because you're just gonna have WrestleMania and that's it. No. No. It needs to be bigger. So hopefully they do the right thing. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head out, man. Like, this show tonight fucking sucked tonight. I'll be real with you. The best thing on the show was Wade Barrett, which is fucking crazy, bro. Wade Barrett, back him up, Charlotte Flair. Hell, Wade Barrett should be added to the Women's Championship match, bro, at WrestleMania, bro. How crazy is that, bro? Yeah, this is like Crown Jewel, bro, and this bullshit, bro. This feels like Crown Jewel, bro. This show tonight sucked, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It is so depressing. Streaming for 3 hours on a show that I just don't give a fuck about, bro. Every fucking week, bro. Even though I didn't stream for the last few weeks, SmackDown. Just last week, and that's it. But man, streaming every week SmackDown, bro, good luck with that, motherfuckers, bro. Honestly. Whoever streams SmackDown every week. For example, Denise Salcedo, bro, who's fucking streaming SmackDown, bro. Every week, by the way. Denise Salcedo. What is his name? I forgot. I don't even want to mention the other guy's name. Alex, who also watches SmackDown. But, I mean, it's Alex. It's his job to do it. But fucking Denise Salcedo fucking streaming SmackDown every goddamn week. Holy shit, bro. Denise Salcedo streams Monday Night Raw, NXT, AEW Dynamite, SmackDown. For some reason, sometimes CNA and whatever the fuck she else does. And then the AEW pay-per-views and the WWE PLEs. It's crazy. That was soon. Welcome to the stream, man. SmackDown just ended right now. He came so late, bro. Crazy. But yeah, SmackDown's over. And I thought it was a dog shit show. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hopefully Raw is better, man. I think Raw will be better, in my opinion. Like, a lot better than what we got tonight. The thing is, SmackDown got a shitty-ass roster, and it's 3 hours. So they did one of the worst decisions in the history of the company by making that show 3 hours, bro. When you understand that even in 2 hours, with a 2-hour format of SmackDown, it doesn't even work like that. It's not even good. So they made it 3 hours, and now it's even worse. It's one of the worst TV they're producing one of the worst TV programs and shows in the history of the company right now in 2025. Every week on SmackDown. Oh, you joined Alex's stream. Oh, no worries. That's fine. That's fine with me. Alex is always that dude. By the way, Tyler, mark this on your calendars. Sunday. I put this in the as the pin of the chat. We're doing the WrestleMania 41 prediction stream on Sunday. So this Sunday, April 13th, I'm going to be doing the predictions for WrestleMania with Alex. And we're going to be discussing every match that is going to be featured on this show. So it's going to be easily the longest prediction podcast we have done so far. And that's because we have fucking 14 plus matches on the show at WrestleMania next week. Tyler, remember, I not gonna stream WrestleMania, live on YouTube, like I usually do, because I'm gonna be there in person. And to replace the stream, I'm gonna be making a lot of content on WrestleMania weekend, a lot. Expect me to do a lot of content, WrestleMania. And I hope to get that done during the week after that. So after the WrestleMania week, or the weekend, I should say, after the WrestleMania weekend, hopefully during that upcoming week, hopefully I can have that content ready up so I can show it to you guys. Maybe I'm gonna post like very instant, quick reactions of some of the moments that happens at WrestleMania. I mean, it's gonna benefit me because, come on, it's WrestleMania. But the vlogs and all that stuff, cannot wait, bro, honestly. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We got the podcast on Sunday. I'm gonna be announcing the time for the podcast. So I'm gonna talk to Alex right afterwards to schedule a timing for WrestleMania's the podcast on Sunday. And I'm gonna announce it tomorrow. So tomorrow on the community post, I'm gonna be announcing the advertisement. So with that being said, hope you guys join me for a very, very eventful discussion of WrestleMania 41 on Sunday. Anyways, and like I said, Las Vegas, can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you next week. So I'm gonna be there in person, and it's gonna be the greatest experience of my life. Even the build is fucking shit. I cannot wait, honestly. So yeah, Monday I'll be live for Raw. Definitely not for Dynamite. Nah, just Raw, just Raw. I gotta set up for everything up for the flight on Thursday, which on Thursday I gotta go to the airport late in the night. Because the flight I think is in the early mornings, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm gonna be fucking tired as hell. It is what it is, man. It is a 12-hour flight, so I think it's a 7-hour flight to Dallas, and then the other one to Vegas. So total 5 hour, actually total 12 hours. So 7 from here to Dallas, and then all the way to Vegas. So yeah, should be great. Cannot wait. And with that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your weekends. I'll let y'all know if I can stream or do something tomorrow. Most likely not. But on Sunday, expect me to stream the podcast. So, and with Alex. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is Chris, aka Chris Tube, signing off for tonight, and I'll see you guys most definitely on Sunday. Goodbye and good night. Bam. Hit that subscribe button. Take care. God bless you.